वेलकम बैक टू आवर चैनल। आज हम क्लास 9 साइंस के चैप्टर 6 के क्वेश्चन आंसर्स देखेंगे। तो चलिए बिना देरी किए वीडियो को शुरू करते हैं। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, मैच द प्रॉपर टर्म्स फ्रॉम कॉलम ए एंड सी विद द डिस्क्रिप्शन इन कॉलम बी। कॉलम ए shows plant group, column B shows their characteristics, and column C gives example. Let's match them one by one. First, Thallophyta. This plant mainly grow in water. Example, algae. Next, Bryophyta. This plant need water for reproduction. Example, moss. Next, Pteridophyta. Tissues are present for conduction of water and food. Example, fern. Next, Gymnosperm. No natural covering on seeds. Example, cycas. Next, Angiosperm. Seeds are formed in fruits. Example, tamarinds. Second question, complete the sentences by filling in the blanks and explain those statements. First है dash plants have soft and fiber like body. इसका आंसर है Thallophyta. Explanation, Thallophyta includes algae which have soft and fiber like body. Next, dash is called the amphibians of the plant kingdom. Answer is Bryophyta. Explanation, bryophytes grow in moist soil but they need water for reproduction. As they depend on water as well as soil for their growth, they are called amphibians of plant kingdom. In pteridophytes, asexual reproduction occurs by spores formation and sexual reproduction occurs by zygote formation. Explanation, plants belonging to pteridophyta do not bear flowers and fruits. They have special structure on posterior surface of their leaves that produces spores. They reproduce asexually by spores formation and sexually by zygote formation. Male and female flowers of dash are borne on different sporophylls of the same plant. इसका आंसर है gymnosperm. Explanation, only in gymnosperm male and female flowers are borne on different sporophylls of the same plant. Third question, answer the following questions in your own words. First है write the characteristics of subkingdom phanerogams. इसका आंसर है plants that bear seeds are called phanerogams. In this plant, seeds are formed after reproduction. The seeds contain embryo and store food. The stored food is used during germination for the growth of the embryo. Phanerogams are divided into two groups, gymnosperms and angiosperms, depending upon whether the seeds are enclosed in a fruit or not. Next question, distinguish between monocots and dicots. Monocots, plants whose seeds have single cotyledons. Dicots, plants whose seeds have two cotyledons. Monocots, they have fibrous roots. Dicots, they have well-developed primary roots, taproot. Monocots, leaves show parallel venation. Dicots, leaves show reticulate venation. Monocots, flowers are trimerous. Dicots, flowers are tetramerous or pentamerous. Monocots example bamboo, banana, onion, coconut. Dicots example banyan, mango, beans, sunflower. Next question, write a paragraph in your own words about the ornamental plants called ferns. इसका आंसर है ferns are ornamental plants seen in garden. They are called ornamental as they beautify the place wherever they grow. Since they are grown in gardens, they do not bear flowers and fruits, but they bear different types of attractive leaves. They reproduce by spores which develop on the lower side of their leaflet in the form of sori. Next question, sketch, label and describe the Spirogyra. डायग्राम को ड्रॉ करना है और हर पार्ट को अच्छे से लेबल्ड करना है. Description, Spirogyra is a green filamentous algae belonging to the division Thallophyta. It grows in fresh water. Owing to the presence of chlorophyll, it synthesizes its food by the process of photosynthesis. It contains spirally arranged thread-like chloroplast in its cell. In each chloroplast, there are number of rounded bodies surrounded by starch. These rounded bodies are called pyrenoids. Question, write the characteristics of the plants belonging to division Bryophyta. Answer है plants belonging to the division Bryophyta are called amphibious plants as they grow in moist soil but need water for reproduction, thus sharing two habitats. Plants are mostly thalloid, exception mosses, multicellular and autotrophic. The plant body of bryophytes is flat and ribbon-like. without true roots. Instead of roots, they possess rhizoid. They do not possess conducting tissues for the conduction of food and water. Example, Riccia, Merchantia, Funaria, etc. Next question, sketch and label the figure of the following plants and explain them in brief. First है Merchantia. Merchantia is a bryophyte. Merchantia is called amphibious plant as it shares two habitats, soil for its growth and water for reproduction. It is flat ribbon-like, long and without true roots, stem and leaves. Instead of roots, it bears rhizoid. It lacks conducting tissues which conduct food and water. Next है Funaria. Funaria is a bryophyte. Funaria is an amphibious plant. The plant body of Funaria is differentiated into stem-like parts, leaf-like parts, and root-like rhizoids. It develops a capsule on a stalk during favorable conditions. Spores are formed inside the capsule. The spores give rise to new plants. Next है Fern. Ferns are ornamental plants seen in gardens. They are called ornamentals as they beautify the place wherever they grow. Since they are grown in gardens, they do not bear flowers and fruits, but they bear different types of attractive leaves. They reproduce by spores which develop on the lower side of their leaflet in the form of sori. Next is Spirogyra. Spirogyra is a green filamentous algae belonging to the division Thallophyta. It grows in fresh water. Owing to the presence of chlorophyll, it synthesizes its food by the process of photosynthesis. It contains spirally arranged thread-like chloroplast in its cell. In each chloroplast, there are a number of rounded bodies surrounded by starch. These rounded bodies are called pyrenoids. Next question, which criteria are used for the classification of plants? Explain with reason. Answer है the following criteria are used for the classification of plants. There are two sub-kingdoms of flowering plants, gymnosperm and angiosperm. If plants do not bear flowers, fruits and seeds, they are non-seed bearing plants. Contrary to this, if they bear flowers, fruits and seed, they are seed bearing plants. Plants that are not differentiated into organs like roots, stem, leaves are called thallophyta. Another criterion for classification of plants is the presence or absence of conducting tissues. Plants such as pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms which possess conducting tissues are included under vascular plants, while bryophytes and thallophytes which do not possess vascular tissues are included under non-vascular plants. Plants are classified into two groups, seed-bearing and non-seed-bearing plants depending upon the presence or absence of seeds. Depending upon whether the seeds are enclosed in fruits or not, plants have been classified as gymnosperms and angiosperms. Depending upon the number of cotyledons in seeds, plants have been classified into डाइकोटिलेडॉन्स एंड मोनोकोटिलेडॉन्स. स्टूडेंट यहाँ हमारा चैप्टर 6 कंप्लीट हो गया है. अगर आपको वीडियो हेल्पफुल लगा हो तो वीडियो को लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर करें. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में.